Okay, so right now I'm just using a MAC Studio Sculpt foundation. You can use whatever foundation works for your skin. But it is important that dancers have foundation on. It really looks a lot better on stage. Tilt your chin up. I start from the bottom of their chin line. Maybe a little bit light. I kind of just get it on parts of their face, and then I work around her face, blending a little bit later on. And I'm going to do her whole face. I'm just going to cover it all just to give it that really even look.
And it also makes it kind of like a blank canvas for you to put all the other makeup on top of.
All right, so I'm just continuing to blend everything in here. Can you close your eyes, Cameron? Also, I use foundation as an eye primer. If you want to use a primer specifically for that, that's fine. But foundation works just as well. And it really helps to have that underneath, especially when the dancers are sweating. It helps to keep that makeup stay. All right, and then so they don't have a line if their foundation is a little bit different. I always kind of blend it a little bit down on their neck just so it blends in and looks a little bit more natural. Okay, so what we got for the eyes is the MAC Navy palette. Can't open it? Okay. It has some really good colors for a smoky eye. This one,
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna use this one. And this brush is a 239 brush from MAC. Tilt your chin up just a bit. So we're just gonna get this all over the lid. Need a little bit more. So on a smoky eye palette, this would be a gray color. I'm just gonna get a little bit of these ones. And you're gonna get it all over just her eyelid. Next, I'm gonna get the lightest color, and you might want to use a different brush, but I just cleaned this one off. And we're gonna get that highlight up at the top and just sort of blend it in. Tilt your head this way. Blend it into the other color. Next, I'm going to take the MAC 217 brush, the best brush ever. And you're going to take a darker color. So we can start with this one. Normally blow it just a little bit so it doesn't sprinkle all the way down onto her eye. And you're just going to get a little bit into the crease, sort of in the corner, and I always dab at it at first and then blend it. And so just dab it in the corner and the crease of the eye, and then just follow that crease. And then you're going to want to go a little bit darker than this too, so you can get a little bit more.
And even though it seems dramatic, on the stage, lights really hit the dancers' faces, and it needs to be dark makeup so that their face isn't washed out by the big lights.
All right, so we have one smoky eye down. If you want to sort of add a little bit more in there just to blend it out, that's always good. Okay, so now that the second eye is done, I have this brush. It's the MAC 224 brush. Anything that looks kind of similar like this. If you feel like it's not blended enough, or if it's too harsh, which it should be dark, but so it might look a little different. But this, an empty brush with no makeup on it, kind of helps blend things in a bit. You don't want to take it on the whole eye, because then that'll mess everything up. But just around like the edges that need to be blended maybe a little bit. And it sort of softens things up a bit. So now I'm going to start with the eyeliner after the shadow is all done. This is a Stila liquid eyeliner. It looks like that. Any liquid eyeliner will do, but this one is my absolute favorite. It works so well. It stays on for as long as you need it to. And what I'm going to do is I always start kind of in the middle of the eye just in case. And you want to go right at the lash line. And we're going to wing it a little bit just because the lashes sometimes come out, and it gives the lashes a better look. If you have it come out just a little bit, just like that. And then we're going to bring it all the way in. And you don't want it to be super thick on the inside. Okay, so after eyeliner and eyeshadow is on, you're gonna do the hardest part, which is lashes. These are the 105s, Ardell 105s. You can also get these at CVS or Target, anywhere. I think sometimes it comes with eyelash glue, but this is the best glue to have. It's Duo. You can get it at Sephora.
CVS as well.
CVS as well. Stuff works well. It also helps to have a Q-tip nearby when you're doing the lashes. This one's a little dirty. Will you hold that for me, Cameron? Mm-hmm. Thank you. And occasionally, especially for the younger dancers, you might have to cut the lashes a bit. They might be a little bit too long, not lengthwise, but the widthwise. They might go longer than the lash line. So with Cameron, these will be okay. And see how it kind of, I winged out the eyeliner. That's also what helps with these being longer, if that makes sense. Okay. So that was just a little tester to see if it would fit. Then you want to really, really gently squeeze the glue and see it comes out a little bit. You don't need a lot. And I cannot stress that enough because glue everywhere is just not fun. So I just kind of gently apply it to the eyelash. And if it's easier for you to use tweezers, some eyelash brands come with little eyelash appliers. If it's easier for you to do that, then go for it. I have my nails. And so I kind of go in from a downward angle so it sits right on top of the lash line. And then I just kind of like gently make sure it's there. And then you want to have them keep their eyes closed for about at least 30 seconds, just to make sure the glue dries and they don't move anywhere. It dries pretty fast, at least enough for it to stay. This does take a lot of practice, all of this. So, I mean, it's not going to happen overnight, but practice makes perfect, and eventually it does get easy.
And for dancers ages 13 and up, you guys should be watching this video and learning how to do the makeup yourself. It's really good when you start to know how to do makeup on your own. You can help other dancers around you. You can help out your teammates, and having this skill definitely helps out in the future.
This glue is all dried up. Oh, see, that's what you don't want to do is squeeze it too far, and then it just like goes all over the place, all over the eyelash, and then it's just really hard to work with. But and then I sort of do it a little tiny bit on the underneath side, so not just right on the top line, but a little bit far under there too, so it still sticks to the lashes. It makes it a little bit more secure, stay better. And the glue dries clear. So sometimes when you're letting them dry, this is actually a good tip. You kind of want to hold it there for a little bit, just so that you make sure that it sticks down. Sometimes once you put it on and then you're like, okay, it's good, it'll come up right away. So if you just hold it down for a couple seconds, make sure it'll stick there, and then it should be okay and it'll dry. And the other one's already dry. So next I'm going to do her brows, just so that they can be a little bit more filled in. It really helps on stage. You don't want your eyebrows to be washed out. You kind of look alienish if they do on stage. So I have the Anastasia brow pencil. This one is dark brown. They're pretty light, so even though it's dark brown, it shows up a bit lighter unless you press super hard on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow her natural brow and just make the line underneath go with it. And I'm just going to make it a little bit longer and give it that definition. And then I go on the top for the arch of the brow, and then I just kind of smooth it out, make that shape, and then I'll fill it in with just little lines. You don't want to go like this. You want to just do little lines so it kind of matches her natural brows. Going towards the start of the brows, you don't want to make them super dark, but you definitely want to have that definition. So I just do a little bit of a lighter lines, and it kind of looks like dots right now. But what I do after that is on the other side of this brush or pencil, you take off the other cap, and it's a eyebrow brush. You can buy those separately anywhere, but this is good, and it kind of helps blend it all in, and it brushes the eyebrows up. this isn't mandatory to do the eyebrows with this pencil. If you don't want to get the pencil, I used to use eyeshadow with an angled brush, just to sort of fill them in, just because you don't want them to be washed out. So just to give them a little bit of something. But this is a really good pencil to have for eyebrows.
And you can definitely see the difference right here with how much more highlighted underneath her eyebrow looks. And it just looks a little bit cleaner and more defined.
Okay, so the last thing we have to do to her gorgeous face is lips. So I have the Kiss Me Quick from MAC lip liner. It matches our lipstick that everyone needs to have, which is called Russian Red, and this will last you forever. So I'm going to start with the lip liner, and I'm going to have her smile. So it kind of stretches out her lips so you don't get the, it just makes it easier to draw. And I just fill out the line of her lip, which can be difficult on someone else. If you want to give your dancer a little bit of a fuller lip, you can bring the line a little bit farther down below their lip line. And
hey, real life situation, if you mess up, you can just take the foundation brush that you used.
Which you can do also at the very end, just in case any other mess ups happen.
They do happen.
So just follow the line of her lip. Sometimes you have to stretch the face a bit. And then you're gonna do the top. It's also really, really important. I know at every competition when it's super hectic, everyone's sharing lipsticks and they're like, where's the Russian Red? I need the Russian Red. Everyone should have their own. And if you can label it in any sort of way, we recommend that because you don't want people sharing makeup. It's kind of unsanitary.
And it's hard to match lipstick colors from different companies. So we really want everyone to have Russian Red. It lasts for years. We've had ours for years, and it's just a good investment for a perfect competition lipstick color and for the show.
Yeah, so this is the Russian Red. I even still wear mine, like whenever I want a red lipstick. It's just super cute and good quality, so it is a good add to the list. So I'm just kind of blotting it on here. I don't really know how to explain what I'm doing.
It's like a small stroke, just getting the color in small spots.
Yeah, so you don't want to really, especially because her lips are so small, you don't want to go like that. It'll just get all over the place. Sometimes it's easier if the dancer does it. But again, you want to keep the line that you just made with the lip liner. So if you could make a kissy face for me. Okay, and then smack your lips together. And we got that Russian Red lipstick.
All right, and Cameron is all done and competition ready. Yay.
And then if you did want to fix any smudges, you take just a little bit of your foundation before, maybe just take a Q-tip and wipe it off, so straighten out the line. Take your foundation and then you'll just cover it right up. But there's no foundation on this brush, so you can tell.